Welcome to the channel. As I look to take you through the new phone from Google. So Google has just released their new phone and it's just a refreshing new little piece of device. This was announced on just the past Thursday and been open for pre-ordering, and so you can get your pre-orders in as soon as you can. And it's a very good phone. This phone looks to be in a region of the mid-range, with a price tag of $599 for the base model. You can get a very decent phone for that price. Google is very known for their software optimization, and so with their device you get so much more. Although the hardware might not be the top of the range hardware you can ever find on the market, the software within it makes it such that you're able to get a lot from Google phones. And so with this new phone, what do we have by way of spec? So it has a 6-inch display and the full screen size about 151 millimeters display, and it can shoot in different modes as well. The screen itself is a full HD plus display, so 1080 by 2340, 4000 milliamp battery, and memory size of 8 gig on RAM. So that's really good. 8 gig is like top level. And rear camera is 12 megapixels, on 2 of the cameras, and it has an ultra wide camera this time around as well. So that is really refreshing for Google to have made all these changes and listened to a lot of reviews that was pointing out how Google needed to up their game on ultra wide angle camera, and now we have all that in place. So that is really exciting. Video, it can record at 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, even 120 frames per second. So that's really good. It goes all the way to even 240 frames per second on 1080p, and on 4K it can record 4K video at 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. So that's really, really good. And the front camera can also do 1080p at 30 frames per second. It has wireless charging, 18 watts fast charging, and USB-C adapter comes with this phone as well. So it's really good. So there's been talks about the fact that this phone has the aluminium back and it still can do wireless charging, and that is so good because no one would have thought that could ever be possible, but surprisingly Google managed to pull that off. So this phone is really, really interesting when you look at some of the technological advancement in making some of these changes that people thought were not possible. It has the single nano SIM, and it has 3 microphones, and it has noise suppression. I think when we get the phone in person we'll be able to sort of firm up some of these things, but it is what it is the fact of what it has to offer. And this is really good phone because it comes with Android 11, the latest Android 11, and so like a lot of the phones that has been released this year, including the 20 Ultra and even S20 Fan Edition and all the phones that we've seen in Android space, majority of them, especially on the Samsung lineups, none of those come with Android 11, but this phone comes with Android 11, so that's really good. And we're really looking forward to getting one so we can give a review and let you see how it feels on a daily use and how everything works together. But other than that, I think this is a really good phone, and it will be one of the competitive phone at that price, because at £599, there is only so much you can get there in terms of good phones. And Samsung Fan Edition, for all intents and purposes, is more or less quite a mid-range phone with the cutting edge functionalities more or less, and this phone right here seems to compete in that space, and so it will be interesting to see how things come up. So one of the functions of this phone that was quite exciting going through the launch event was the fact that, you know how when you call certain lines, they will tell you that hold on and someone will be with you soon, and it rings, and you know, they play lots of songs for some time before someone eventually comes up to help you. Now with the release of this Google phone, the software that comes with it will help you to be able to now use an assistant to wait on the line whilst you are being attended to, and so you can go off and do other things, and then when the organization you call that you're expecting to speak to, when they are ready, then you'll be able to now get the assistant attending to them to tell them you back very soon to respond to the call. And so with the conversation with the organization you wanted to have that conversation with, and the advantage of that is the time that you would have spent being on the line waiting for them to attend to you cut that totally out, and you're able to save that time with the help of the assistant. So that's really, really good. And again, it will be good to test that in person, and I'll let you know as soon as I get a copy for review on this channel. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe button, hit notification button, and like this video as well, and all that will be very much appreciated. See you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.